All right, we're going to try this again. Welcome to Bluffs. We are in the 7th grade match of the JMS and Cougar volleyball game. Cougars are making a comeback. They were trailing. They're currently trailing 24-19. Again, this is the first match. Sorry again for the technical stuff. I am not a tech person, so I just had to do everything over the phone. So I have Jess Clayton here helping me, listening, doing the camera work, so I appreciate her as I have a little meltdown, but it's fine. Okay, so when the team comes back out, we will get you caught up with the starting with who is out on the court right now. We have Tammy Miner and Kathy Fellhauer as our officials tonight. Again, this is the first match, JMS and the Cougars. JMS is a free ball over. We had a net violation on the Cougars. So that's going to take the first game of the 7th grade match with JMS and the Cougars 25-19. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. You can just blame it on me. We're going to come back in just a minute for the second game. Okay, welcome to Bluffs. We're going to start this over again. Sorry for the first game. Lots of technical problems. Back to serve for the Cougars right now is Ronnie Hubert. We are at zeros and with an ace. This is the second match for the Cougars and JMS. JMS took the first game 25-19. Ronnie back to serve again. We're going to go free ball over with an error for JMS. So another point, 2-0. I believe over the weekend, the Cougars took second place in the St. John's tournament. So we want to congratulate, I think they said St. John's, maybe it was Virginia. Either way, they took second place in the tournament. So we want to congratulate them. And, oh, shoot. And that's another ace for Ronnie. And I believe that the 8th graders played this weekend in the same tournament, so we want to wish them the best of luck. Ronnie back to serve again. Cougars are up 4-1. Back to serve right now is Aaliyah Summers. A net violation or net serve, so point JMS. We have a substitution in right now is Claire Jackson. And back to serve for JMS is Madeline Mayberry. Good reception. We're going to shoot it over short. Nice net play by Harris. Down ball and out of bounds. Mayberry's back to serve again. 3 serving 4. Lily on the outside. Harris with the backhand point. All right, game is tied up at 4 right now. And that's an ace. 5-4. So it was a Virginia tournament that the girls got second place in this last weekend, and then I was told by a parent that the 8th graders will play in the St. John's tournament, I believe. Maybe Virginia too, I apologize. And that's a point for West Central, so they are tied up 5-5. Okay, we're gonna get through this game one way or another. Jess and I are both up here like, ah. Okay. I think we're trying to do too many things. All right, in for JMS, Charlotte Johnson. And back to serve right now is going to be Harris. And also to come in is Rattler. Back to Summers. We're going to free ball over, Lily over. Nice reception. We're going, oh, net violation on the Cougars. All right, 7-2. Harris back again. 7-2, 7-5. All right, reception from Caitlin. We're going to down ball from Summers right at the tape. Oh, and a little miscommunication from JMS. So ball goes back to the Cougars. Sydney Evans is going to be serving 6-7. Nice hard free ball over. We're going to set it up. Off the net, down ball with a nice kill, and that's Aubrey Sweeten. Game is tied right now at 7. Then free ball over. Sydney to Lily, free ball backside. We're going to free ball over again. Going off the net, good down ball from Lily. Going free ball again, short free ball this time. Lily to Ronnie, and going back to Sydney with a nice tip and point. So 8-7, Cougars are taking the lead. That was Evans. Oh, nice save from JMS. And a tip from Lily, but goes out of bounds. So 9-8. 8-8. Back to serve right now is Charlotte Johnson, and that is a service error for JMS, so point to the Cougars. They are up 9-8. Lily Freeman back to serve right now. They're going outside. Oh, down ball from JMS. Free ball or down ball with a little error and point JMS. So 9-9. All right, in right now is Georgia Wardell for JMS. She's going to be back to serve. Ooh, nice hard serve. We're going to free ball over. Back tip from Ronnie. We're going to short tip. We're going to set it up outside from Aubrey with a kill right at the 12-foot line. 10-9. Aubrey Sweeten back to serve right now. Good hard serve. It's over. Down ball from Caitlin with a kill. All right, I think they're good. They may be feeling the same way that I was feeling earlier. Just a little out of sorts, but getting back into the swing of things. Good hard serve from Aubrey with the point Cougars. So they are taking the lead, a little stretching their lead here, 12-9. Aubrey back to serve again. Outside hit and a kill for Madeline Mayberry. All right, in for JMS right now is Elena Freeman. And she's going to go back to serve. Cougars are ahead 12-10. And that's Aaliyah with a little service error, so point JMS. Good reception from Aubrey. We're going outside. Caitlin with attempted a down ball, but right into the net. She was off the net quite a ways. Freeman back to serve again for JMS. 12-12. Out of bounds. All right, Ronnie Hubert back to serve right now. 13-12. And ace. All right, 13-12. Going down to Harris with a down ball. Lily to Ronnie. We're going to free ball over from Sydney. Little tip. Another tip over. Good coverage from Lily. Now we're going to push it. A nice shoot for a point. 15 to 12. All right, in for JMS right now is Grace Winters. Ronnie's still back serving. She's had about 3 or 4 right in a row. We're free balling over to Sweeten, to Ronnie, middle to Caitlin for a nice hit, but recepted right back over for a point for JMS. Okay, in for JMS. They have a lot of girls on their team to rotate. Evangeline Johnson is coming in for the front row, and back to serve is McKinley Mitchell. Good reception from Caitlin, going off, down ball. Oh! Good effort from the girls in JMS, but out of bounds, 16 to 13. Trying to get Ryan Shaw in on the game. Oh, a nice ace from Aaliyah Summers, 17 to 13. The Cougars are coached by Kelsey Maynor and Michelle Weber. Had a successful season so far, about halfway done. And point for Cougars, 18 to 13. Oh, right on the coach. All right, service error, so point goes back to JMS. And back to serve right now is Madeline Mayberry. We have Claire Jackson returning in for the front row. (14) serving 8 and with a net serve, so 19 to 14. Back to serve is Caitlin Renner. Good reception. We're going to free ball over, short free ball right into our hole. So point JMS. We have Rattler coming in for JMS, and back to serve right now is Harris. Deep serve to Sydney Evans. We're going to attempted tip. She was right at the tape, but that's all right. Harris back again, 16 to 19. Deep, 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 and out. All right, 20 to 16. Back to serve right now is Sydney Evans. Deep serve, and that will be an ace. There was 3 touches there, but point Cougars, 21-16. Another deep serve and a miscommunication for JMS, resulting in a point for West Central. 22-16. Going to the outside, that's going to be a tough one, but they got it over without being in the net. Down ball from Sweeten. Attempted down ball from JMS, resulting in the net. So 23-16. Good reception from Jackson into Harris, and there is a net violation actually, so that's going to be a point for JMS. However, I do believe that that would have been out of bounds, but kind of just forward falling into the net. So All right, Charlotte Johnson's going to come in for JMS, and she's going to go back to serve. So 17 serving 23. Short serve right at the tape. It almost rolled over, which is going to give the Cougars a serve 24-17. So we're at game point. That's what I was trying to get out. Lily Freeman, it's over. Sydney Evans is there to capture it. We're going outside to Aaliyah Summers, which is into the net, so point JMS. Georgia Wardell is going to go back to serve for JMS, 18 serving 24. Ooh, nice hard serve. Did she touch it? Out of bounds. I thought Lily was Lily was right there. All right, so the Cougars are going to take the second game, 25-18. JMS had the first one 19-25. So we're going to take game 3. Again, we just apologize for not getting that first game on earlier, but when I'm in charge, I'm not very good with the technical stuff. So we want to just say a special thank you to Jess here, who's running our camera and doing our scoreboard. We're getting the hang of things again. We were left alone, so that doesn't happen very often. Yes, and congratulations to the 7th grade girls who took the second place at the Virginia tournament on Saturday, and a good luck to the 8th graders who are playing in the tournament on this upcoming Saturday. We also want to give a big shout out to our 7th grade boys who are playing for the state championship game tomorrow at Macon Meridian at 7:30. The game will be broadcasted on WC Athletics, so if you're not able to make the trip, please feel free to join in and send all of your well wishes for health, number one, and for them to play well. I think I could speak for all the schools when everybody's struggling right now with everybody being sick and having enough kids to even be able to field a team. So I'm glad that our 7th graders are all healthy, the girls especially, because they have a pretty small team. So I'm going to take a break for just a second and we'll come back with you. All right, we're to game 3 of the 7th grade volleyball action here. In for the West Central Cougars right now is Aaliyah Summers, Ronnie Hubert, Caitlin Renner, Sydney Evans, Lily Freeman, and Aubrey Sweeten. Back to serve right now for Jacksonville is McKinley Mitchell. Deep serve and ace. Mitchell back to serve again. Oop, with a little net serve, so game is tied up at 1s. And Aaliyah Summers is going to be back to serve right now. She had a good couple points given to the team earlier, so hopefully she can keep that going. Oh, and it's over. It's over. Caitlin with a down lunchbox, basically, for a point for West Central, 2-1. Whoops. Summers will be back to serve again. Whoop, and ace again for Aaliyah Summers, 3-1. Ooh, nice one. Slid right through two of the Crimsons there for another ace, 4-1. Good job. Reserve. When you don't feel like it's in your rhythm, just let it drop. So you can do that a time, maybe a two, depending on the officials. We have a down ball, out of bounds for JMS. Ooh, really? Okay. Well, nope, it was not out. It was inbounds, so that's a point for JMS. And back to serve right now is Madeline Mayberry. We had a substitution of Claire Jackson coming in on the front row. So we have Jackson and Harris and Johnson on the front row. And that was an ace for Mayberry. Three serving four. We'll go to 25. Nice hard serve. Nice hard serve. When you're not right behind it, it's bound to not go where you are anticipating it to go. So just a little movement of the feet might make a big difference there. Mayberry's going to be back to serve again. Game is tied up at fours. And another ace for JMS. Nice deep serve, but out of bounds for Mayberry. So back to serve for the Cougars is going to be Caitlin Renner. Ooh, nice reception there. Down ball from Harris. We're keeping it alive. We're going to do a free ball over, right over the top of the net. And another free ball attempt from JMS, but not able to get that back over. So point ahead for the Cougars, 6-5. Ooh, nice ace from Caitlin Renner. 7-5. Another ace, 8-5. It's about 4 in a row for her right now, so hope she can keep it alive. Good deep serve. We're going Harris in the middle for a kill for JMS, so 8-6. All right, we have a substitution with Rattler coming in for JMS, and back to serve right now is going to be Harris. Nice short floater, but it is out of bounds after touching the Cougar player, so point 7-8. And her floater just barely out of bounds. So we've got Sydney Evans going back to serve right now. They are up 9-7. Good reception going to Jackson on the outside for an ace, or a kill, I'm sorry. All right, substitution for Jacksonville. Charlotte Johnson coming in, and she's going to go back to serve. It is 8 serving 9. And a way to follow it to the line, it was floating out of bounds. So 10-8. Lily Freeman's going to be back to serve right now. Over, it's over. Oh, shoot. That's Aubrey Sweeten up at the front row trying to protect, but was coming down on the ball as it was coming down as well. So right into the net. Back to serve is going to be Grace Winters for JMS. It's 9-10. And a little short, so point back to West Central. Aubrey's going to be back to serve 11-9. Good hard serve. We do have a reception with a free ball over a very short free ball right over Caitlin's hands, right into the hole. So 10-11. Elena Freeman's going to come in for JMS, and she will be back to serve right now. Sydney Evans right on the tip of the net. Could have gone either way. Summers was there trying to help it over. Game is tied up at 11. We have Summers to Ronnie, back to Summers. We're going middle, free ball. Sydney, Ronnie, and then to Caitlin with a nice big kill. All right, Ronnie's going to be back to serve right now, so it's 12-11. Yep, we're going to reserve. Good serve. And with an ace. 13-11. Going free ball over. Good hard free ball. May have even been out of bounds, but way to follow it. Aubrey was there, but unable to get it over, so point goes to JMS, 12-13. Evangeline Johnson is going to be coming in for the front row. Back to serve right now is McKinley Mitchell. And that's Aubrey to Caitlin. We're going to free ball over from Aaliyah and out of bounds. All right, game is tied at 13. Back to serve is McKinley Mitchell again. Out of bounds. Real deep ball. Cougars will take the point, 14-13, and Aaliyah Summers is back to serve. That's to Harris. We're going to Johnson, and I believe there was a net violation. I don't know what that meant. What does that mean? Oh, illegal rotate. Oh, maybe she came up. I don't know, what was that? Jumped in front of the 10-foot line. I just didn't recognize that hand gesture. I think she was jumping in the front row. All right, point. So that's going to give JMS a lead, 15-14. Back to serve. Mayberry is serving for JMS. She has really hard serves for as little of her arms as she has. The girls try to deflect it back over, but into the net. So 16-14. And out of bounds. So point, bringing them back. Caitlin's back to serve, 15-16. Short glider there. Nice spot right inside the 10-foot line. So game is tied at 16. Oh, shoot. Net violation. So 17 points back to JMS. Back to serve right now is going to be Harris. We have a substitution of Rattler coming in. Good reception to Ronnie. Sydney down ball. It's close to being over. Good job, Sydney. Or no, not Sydney. Sorry, Aubrey Sweeten. She was right there to protect the net and found the hole from JMS. So point ties the game at 17. Sydney back to serve. Deep, deep, deep. Oh, nope, it's yours. It's your ball. Johnson is back to serve right now for JMS. 18 serving 17. Little roller dog there. And that would be an ace. 19-17. And out of bounds. All right. Lily Freeman's going back to serve right now. We have a substitution. Charlotte Johnson coming in for JMS as well. Good deep serve from Lily. Down ball right into the net for JMS. So point. Cougars are staying alive. Game is tied at 19. Lily back to serve again. That is received, and we're going to down ball. It's over. We're going to Aubrey right in the middle into the net. Georgia Wardell's going to be back to serve for JMS, 20-19. Ooh, nice hard serve, but does go out of bounds. So point goes back to Cougars. Game is tied at 20. Aubrey Sweeten is going to be back to serve. And in for JMS right now is Grace Winters. Good serve. We're looking at down ball. Good controlled down ball at that. We're going to go to Caitlin for a hit. And it's over. Ooh, nice. It's not over, and Caitlin is there to protect it and get the point. 21-20. Sweeten back to serve. Good serve and ace. All right, 22-20. They're coming alive, coming back. Ooh, nice reception. I mean, recovery, let's put that. Deep free ball from JMS, and that gives the Cougars another point, 23-20. Aubrey Sweeten back to serve again. Nice. All right, we are at game point right now. We're going to do a timeout for JMS. So 24-20, Cougars are ahead. All right, we're at game point, 25-20. Aubrey Sweeten back to serve. This is game 3 or match 3. JMS took the first one 19-25. Cougars 25-18. We'll see who takes this one. Good reception from Lily. We're going to tip over. Nice long volley for this, hopefully, game point. Oh, and there's a hole and some people watching. That's all right, it happens. All right, 24-21. Elena Freeman's going to be back to serve for JMS. That's a good reception from Sydney and Aaliyah Summers. We tried to get over, but right into the net, so 22-24. Sydney to Ronnie, and then Caitlin with a down ball. Oh, what are they calling? Oh, they called a net violation. All right, well, that is going to be the third match here, 25-22. So JMS took the first one, 19-25, Cougars 25-18, and Cougars 25-22. So congratulations to them. We're going to take a couple minutes and let you guys get a break, and we'll come back for the 8th grade game in about 10 or 15 minutes. Welcome to Bluffs, where tonight the JMS Crimsons and the West Central Cougars will be going against each other for the 8th grade volleyball match. The 7th grade game has already concluded, with West Central taking the victory. So right now we're going through the starting lineups for Jacksonville's Taylor Miller, Violet Brockhouse, Mallory Selby, Tegan Cantrell, Avery Culbertson, Marley Schlicker, and our libero is number 0, Eliza Dyson. And for the Cougars, it's Millie Maynard, Bryn Evans, Caroline Smith, Kinsley Fryman, Bella Beer. They're all going through Kinsey Rose, and our libero is Collins Brown. Tonight, the officials are Tammy Miner and, they're looking at me like, and Miss Fellhauer, as they've done both games tonight and did a great job. All right, off we go. We want to wish the 8th graders good luck this weekend as they have a tournament going on. Also, this Saturday we have a girls basketball game that will be hosted, high school girls basketball game that'll be hosted here at Bluffs at 11:30 against Roxana. So if you're looking for something to do, you can get out and support those girls. They have had a tremendous season this year. Tremendous season this year, and they will be starting their regionals coming up. 2 weeks, it looks like. All right, it looks like JMS has the serve, so back to serve right now is going to be Taylor Miller. Thanks to Jess here doing the camera and all the computer work. We have a good recovery from kind of a great serve at that. Nice 3-touch for an early point for the Cougars. So Millie Maynard is going to be back to serve right now. And that was to Marley. We're going middle. Good reception from Millie. Going Caroline for the off hit. And, oh wow, nice recovery from JMS. Nice roll play for all 3 touches. We have a good attack on both sides. We're going outside, free ball. Good coverage from Maynard. Caroline, oh shoot, and a little scrambled mess right there, but that's all right. Everybody's trying to get it to go over. So nice hustle from both teams. Back to serve, though, is going to be Violet Brockhouse. To Caroline, to Kinsley. We're going Caroline on the outside and with an error. So 2-1. Our libero for JMS is going out, and Avery Culbertson is coming in for the front row. This is to Caroline. Ooh. That's Kinsey in the back row. Bella Beer to Kinsey, and point for JMS. It is Violet Brockhouse back to serve, 3 serving 1. And that's to Millie, to Kinsley, and to Caroline. Good hard hit. We're going outside, down ball, cross court, which goes out of bounds, so resulting in a point for West Central. Collins Brown is in as a libero, and she is going to be back to serve right now. Good serve as an ace. We've got the game tied at 3s. Collins will be back to serve again. We're going Selby for down ball, which is out of bounds, so a point Cougars. 4-3. Another hard down ball. Millie followed it all the way to the line, which was a good call because it did go out of bounds. So Collins is going to have another serve, 5-3. Nice cross court. It is over with Caroline with the lunch. All right, 6-3. Nice deep serve from Collins, resulting in an ace. So we are at 7-3. Doesn't look like I see on the calendar that the girls will be home this upcoming week, but they do have a few home games the week of the 16th. Another serve and another ace for Collins. So it looks like the week of the 16th, they will be home on the 16th and the 18th and the 19th. The 19th is going to be senior night. So all of those which will be aired on YouTube. And we've got a point going to JMS. All right, in to serve right now for Jacksonville is going to be Gentry Megason. 4 is serving 8. We're going to Bella Beer. Nice slide. We're shooting over Collins to Caroline to Bella. Nice idea. She was off the net and also trying to hit over a couple defenders, so I understand why she did that. Gentry will be back again to serve for JMS. Ooh, nice little tape serve, but it did go out of bounds, so that results in a point for WC. 9-5. Caroline is back to serve. Real deep floater. Ooh, nice hit from Schlicker with a block by Kinsey Rose and a point for West Central. Caroline Smith back to serve again, 10-5. Right into the net for another point, 11-5. Just a little short, so JMS will get a point. 6-11. We have Nora Shaw coming in for the back row, and back to serve for JMS is going to be Tegan Cantrell. Back to Collins, to Kinsley. We're going to Kinsey on the outside, out of bounds. Tegan Cantrell back to serve again. 7-11. Nice right over the net. Ace for JMS. It's a good crowd of people tonight, but very quiet crowd at that. All right, we're going to free ball over Kinsey Rose. We're going outside, down ball, cross court. We're going set it up to Kinsey on the left side. Tegan to Schlicker, off-speed hit with a roll and a kill. Cantrell back again, 9-11. Back to Millie, Kinsley, Kinsey. Nice recovery from Schlicker. Going outside to Bella Beer with a little roll into the net. It is 10-11. Cantrell back again. Collins with an ace. All right, game is tied right now at 11. And a little shank from the reception. So JMS is going to take their first lead, 12-11. Cantrell back to serve. Deep, deep. Back to Collins, to Millie, and Nora Shaw with a down ball. We're going back outside for JMS. Nora to Kinsley. Back row to Millie, down ball. Gentry Megason is there, but that's going to be a point for West Central. Kinsley Fryman's going to be back to serve. Game is tied at 12 right now. Good ace, right to the defender, but right in front. Another serve from Fryman. We're going shoot across right to the hole from Selby. Nope, I'm sorry, Taylor Miller. All right, Eliza Dyson's going to be back to serve right now. Nice hard serve, reflected by Nora Shaw. The hard fight at the net, but they're doing a great job of playing it out until it goes out of bounds. But that was a good job from the front row from both Bella and Kinsey. And Dyson's back to serve again. Good reception from Collins. A little hard serve, hard receptions. We're going tip off for Kinsey Rose and a kill. Bella Beer is going to be back to serve. Game is tied at 14. A little short, right into the net. All right, in right now for JMS is going to be Mallory Selby, and back to serve is going to be Marley Schlicker. Good serve with a kind of a shank reception, so that's going to be an ace. 16-14. Good reception from Nora. Ooh, nice kill or a hit from Millie. Good job from Nora again, going back. Left hand from Millie. Oh, I would say those were some pretty good kills coming across there, but I do think there's a net violation on JMS. So Caroline Smith will be coming in. Nora Shaw is going to have a seat after doing a great job in the back row. Kinsey Rose will be serving. 15-16. That's the Schlicker to Cantrell with an error. Point West Central. Rose back to serve again. Deep to Eliza Dyson. Going back attack. Going back attack here, left hand from Millie. Dyson, shoot. We're going to Caroline in the middle with a slide attempt and error into the net. So 17-16, back serving is Taylor Miller. You have Bryn Evans in, Caroline and Kinsley Fryman in the front row. It looks as though it was out of bounds for JMS, so that's going to result in Millie Maynor back to serve. Nice deep serve, back to Schlicker. We're free balling over. We're going to go Beer to Rose. We're going outside to Fryman into the net. We have a lot of left-handed kids, girls on this team. That's Violet Brockhouse back to serve. And we're going free ball from Caroline Smith. Going another tip from JMS, and that's with Bryn and Caroline both there defending, and that's going to be a point West Central. So that's going to bring Collins Brown into serve right now. The game is tied at 18. That's Schlicker. We're going middle. That was a kill from Mallory Selby, but Caroline Smith was there to defend, just went right over the top into the hole behind. So point JMS, and back to serve for them is going to be Gentry Megason, 19-18. A little short serve, so Caroline Smith is going to go back to serve. Game is tied at 19. Good hard serve and nice setup, but no attackers in the front row where the ball was set. So 20-19. Smith back to serve and right at the tape of the net. So JMS at the point, tied up at 20. Norris Shaw is going to come in for back row reception, and then back to serve right now is going to be Tegan Cantrell. She's had several serves here, so Cougars are needing to put a stop to that pretty quick. Collins with a hard reception, Kinsley recovery, and we're going to free ball over. We're going to go middle to Schlicker with a nice attack, but out of bounds. She had double defenders there, so she was probably trying to hit around him, but went out of bounds. So Kinsley Fryman's back to serve, 21-20. And that's a point, 22-20. And that's a net violation. All right, Eliza Dyson's back to serve right now for JMS. 21-22. Actually, the game is tied up at 22. This is game one of the 8th grade match here. Dyson back to serve. Millie Maynor back to as a reception, but kind of hit a rocket out of bounds. So we are at 22-23. It looks like the Cougars are taking a timeout. All right, Eliza Dyson's back to serve right now, 23-22. Ooh, nice hard serve. And that's an error for the Cougars. So 24-22, this is game point. And that's going to be out of bounds. So that takes us to 23-24. Bella Mangum is coming in for West Central for Bella Beer, and she's going to be back to serve. We've got 23-24. Free ball, Nora Shaw's there, over, and again. Ooh, and that is a nice job from Nora Shaw being ready to go and sending the ball back over. We are tied up at 24. Another good serve. We're going Schlicker with the kill right through the middle. So that is taking the game 25-24. We got to win by 2. So Bella Beer is coming back in. Bella Mangum did a great job back there when she needed to serve. And we've got Schlicker back to serve for JMS. Ooh, and that's going to be game point, 26-24. JMS has taken the first one. Take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, game 2, 8th grade. Millie Maynard back to serve. We're starting this off. See if they can come to life. They had some great things happening in the first game, but JMS did take it 26-24. Going outside, nice coverage from Kinsley Fryman. Went outside again with a free ball. Bella Beer, Kinsey to Caroline, and error for West Central. Taylor Miller is back to serve. Oh, okay. And point JMS. Again, Taylor Miller back to serve. Nice hard serve, but we did have a reception there from Bryn Evans, so that results in a point for West Central. 1-2. Collins Brown is coming in to serve. Good short serve, but Schlicker is there. We're going to nice kill there from Taylor Miller. No, I'm so sorry. Mallory Selby. They kind of similarly look the same from the back. Violet Brockhouse is back to serve. They are 3 serving 1 right now. Caroline on the outside. Going cross. Kinsey is there. Kinsley to Bella. And up. Oh. And they don't know. They're going to replay because they couldn't tell. Everybody's trying to persuade, but nobody really knows. So replay it is. 3 serving 1. Millie to Kinsley to Bella. Nice shift there, and that is kind of a nice reception from JMS. However, it does go out of bounds. So point. Nora Shaw is coming in, going back to serve. 2 serving 3. She's a nice soft serve. Going middle. Ooh, nice recovery from Kinsey. Going outside in a hitting error on Avery Culbertson. And a little tips back and forth across the net. Nora Shaw back to serve again. And a little bit of a setting error there for JMS, so Nora will get another serve, 4-3. It looks like we have a substitution. Mackenzie Stice is coming in. Another nice floater from Nora and a good reception there. Good job. Nice hustle. Going middle. Yep, and that's out of bounds from Mackenzie Stice. Oh, no, it wasn't. I keep getting Mallory Selby's name wrong. I'm so sorry. However, they did say that was in. So point JMS, and back to serve is Gentry Megason. The game is tied up at 4s. Good job from Kinsley Fryman for a point. 5-4. That was a good reception also from Millie. And Kinsley Fryman will be back to serve. Oh, gosh. Out of bounds. And back to serve right now is Tegan Cantrell for JMS. Ooh, nice shot right over the tape, right at Kinsey's face. Kind of a hard thing to do because they're coming at your face. Cantrell back to serve again, 6-5. Nice reception from Nora. Kinsley to Kinsey. Going middle to Schlicker. Shoot across. It's, ooh. I'm glad it was out of bounds because everybody followed it, but kind of just dropped. Bella Beer is going to be back, 6 serving 6. Back to Schlicker. Free ball over. Kinsley Fryman is there to Millie. We're going Kinsey Rose out of bounds. All right, let's see. What do we have going on? We had some movement for JMS. I missed a little bit of that, but right now back to serve is going to be Eliza Dyson. Nora Shaw, Kinsley Fryman, Millie Maynor for a kill. All right, Kinsey Rose back to serve. Nora Shaw is having a seat, and Caroline Smith is in. Also, Bryn Evans snuck in there sometime. Kinsey Rose with a deep serve, going outside to Brockhouse. Double block there. Caroline Smith with a tip over. Going middle to Schlicker. The nice kill, however, Kinsey Rose is there to answer, and Bryn Evans on the outside. Going middle to Schlicker with a shoot. Kinsley Fryman is there. Nice volley from both teams. And that's a behind the back free ball from Marley Schlicker right into the hole. So point JMS, 8-7. Selby will be coming back in for JMS, and back to serve is going to be Marley Schlicker. Nice ace, kind of floats right to the net and then drops. But we have a endless hole right in the middle. It's just a little bit of a movement coverage that needs to move just a little bit to shift on that. Kinsey Rose out to Caroline. It's down, it's over. Nice lunch. Those are the ones that you like, coming right back at you, and you just jump up and hit them again. So 8-9. That's over. Kinsley Fryman with a kill. Millie Maynard back again. Game is tied up at 9s. Going free ball over. JMS, Millie to Kinsey. We're going middle to Caroline. We're going shoot through. And we're going Kinsley Fryman with a, she did get it over, but it was on the outside of the tape and the antenna. And Taylor Miller is back to serve. Oh, nice hard serve, however, just hits the top of the tape. So point West Central. Collins Brown is back serving at 10. Deep floater. And with a 3-touch from JMS, however, not able to get it over. So 11-10. Good serve from Collins Brown. We're going free ball over from JMS. Millie, Kinsey to Caroline. Ooh, nice block from Caroline. Taylor Miller was trying to sneak it over, but Caroline was there to answer. 12-10, Collins Brown back to serve. Ooh, nice floater there. Kinsey Rose chasing it down. We have a free ball, not making it over. So that ties our game up at 12, right? Nope, just 12-11. I was kind of anticipating it changing, but I think they already had done that. So, and this is Brockhouse back to serve. A little floater. Gonna tip over. Going outside to Culbertson. Beer is there to answer. Kinsey Rose shoots it across. Going middle to Selby. Good reception from Millie. Kinsey and Bella Beer kind of shooting it over. Going deep. Off from Caroline Smith with a kill. So it is 13-11. Nora Shaw is coming in, back row. She had a couple good serves for the team earlier, so hope she can bring him back. Going backside, and a service or a hitting error for the Crimsons. So Nora Shaw with another point. Ooh, a nice kill. Ace, not kill. I was kind of watching her face. She was pretty excited with that. Dropped right in front of two defenders. And that's going to be another ace. She's looking at me like, or not me, but the team like, I'll take that. All right, we have Mackenzie Stice coming in for a sub for JMS. Nora Shaw back to serve again. We're going to free ball over. Millie there. Going Kinsey in the middle. And then kill for Kinsey Rose. 17-11. All right, it looks like JMS is going to take a timeout. We will be right back, 17-11. And that's a point for JMS, so they will get this serve, and back to serve for them is going to be Gentry Magason, 12-17. Millie Maynor, Kinsley Fryman did a great job of getting across over the defender and over the tape. She's not a very tall girl, but she got up there pretty well. So she's going to go back to serve as well, 18-12. Double defender, we're going to free ball over. Kinsley to Millie, and free ball over from Kinsey Rose. Going outside to Stice. Tight quarters, but Bella Beer did a great job. Going outside to Stice, and that's resulting in a point for the Cougars. Kinsley Fryman back to serve, 19-12. It's up and point Cougars. Good job from Kinsey Rose playing the net up there. They're going to set up to Millie Maynor with a big hit on that backside. Nora Shaw right there for a reception. We're going Kinsey Rose into the net. Well, we'd like to give a big shout out and a thank you to our sponsors that you've seen up in the corner of the screen. You know, we didn't think it's probably covering too much, but there's a time or two that we forget to take them down. But they are very important and vital to us announcing and providing this service for you, so we thank them. Good job from Nora to Bella. We're going to set up Marley right in the middle, but unfortunately she is off the net enough that she hit into the net. So Bella Beer is going to be back, and we have a substitution for JMS, and that's going to be 22, which I don't have on my list, unfortunately. And that's Bryn with a back at ya shot, and that's going to be a point resulting for West Central. So 22-13, they've taken the lead and had a good run here. Free ball over. Nora Shaw's there to Kinsley. Backside to Millie with a good hit. Marley Schlicker. Big shoot from Kinsley right in the hole. So 23-13. Bella Beer back to serve again. She's done a great job tonight. To Schlicker, over. Nora Shaw is right there. Kinsley Fryman, and we're going to Bryn Evans with right through the block for a point. So we are at game point, 24-13. Schlicker is there. Beer back. We're going free ball. Point for JMS. So 24-14. We're subbing in Avery Culbertson. All right, and then also Eliza Dyson is back in for your libero and will be serving 14-24. And that's Nora Shaw with a shot back over, but goes out of bounds. 15-24. We have Brockhouse also coming back in for JMS. Ooh, net serve, which will result in the Cougars taking the second game. So 25-15. First game was JMS, 26-24. So they are going to do their coin toss and get ready for game 3. All right, game 3 of the 8th grade match. Back to serve for JMS is Taylor Miller. Game is starting over right now with an ace. Kinsey Rose with the reception, which has Mallory Selby right there, however, just a little eager and gets it out of bounds. So Millie Maynard will get the ball back to serve at 1. Nice serve. Good reception from Eliza. Ooh, good block from Caroline. However, they are calling a net violation on her. I don't really know that she went straight up. I don't know that. I feel like maybe the net fell into her with the ball, but, you know, it is what it is. Violet Brockhouse back to serve. That's Millie Maynard with the reception, and Kinsley Fryman attempting to get there. Brockhouse back to serve, 3-2. Kinsey to Kinsley to Caroline, and point JMS. That's Brockhouse again to Caroline, to Kinsley, to Caroline. It was kind of set right at the top of the net, so that was a hard one for anybody to get. JMS is going to take the early 5-2. Rose to Kinsley, to Caroline, and a kill. All right, Collins Brown is back to serve right now. It is 3-5. Oh, and into the net, so 6-3. Back is going to be Gentry Megason to serve. Ooh, nice hard serve, but Millie is there. However, there's no second reception. I do think maybe it would be out of bounds. However, it's coming at you pretty quick, so it's hard to answer that real fast. Megason back to serve again. Kinsey to Kinsley to Bella. She's had a good slide approach all night. Having a hard time with our second touch, knowing whose it is and who's going to get there. Gentry back. Going Caroline on that back side. Going Stice on the outside, but out of bounds. All right, Nora Shaw is going to be coming in back to serve. Cougars are trailing 4-8. That's Megason. Ooh, yep. Kind of a tight set there right at the top of the net. All right, Nora Shaw. Happy to be back there and serving her little heart out. It's over. Kinsey Rose with a big attack, but out of bounds. And Tegan Cantrell's coming in for JMS. She will be back to serve. They are 9 serving 5. And also number 16, which is Jasmine Howell. Good job from Kinsley Fryman, also to from Nora Shaw. Her reception was good, just at the top of the net, but good job to Kinsley for fighting through the double block and the net again. She's done that a few times tonight, and now she's taken her turn back to serve with an ace. Another serve from Kinsley Fryman. And that will be a point. So they're making their way back, 8-9. Just wanted to get this out there. The WGS PAT is going to be hosting an adult night on February 21st at the EMS shed from 7 to 12, featuring DJ Hawkeye, aka Jason Likes. You want to know? Kinsley Fryman back to serve again. And a point, 10-9. It looks as though it's going to be the Neon Adult Night. So book a sitter, join us for a night of fun. And that was Selby on the outside. We're going middle, kind of tip over. Schlicker, tip deep, and that's going to be a point for JMS. But we hope you can get out and support the PAT. They've had to, just like all of the school events, have had to make a change due to our gym situation. So they have lost one of their big fundraisers for the year, and they're trying to make some adjustments to that. So keep your eye open on their Facebook page to see how they're going to do that. There were a couple options coming out. Ooh, nice double block from Millie Maynor and Kinsey Rose, which gives the Cougars the lead at 11-10. Bella Beer is going to be back to serve. Ooh, nice ace. Right inside the out of bounds line. And that's an ace for Bella Beer. So we still have plenty of games coming at you this week. Again, tomorrow night, 7:30 at Macon Meridian, you've got the state championship game for the 7th grade boys. Friday, it looks at, and also the girls basketball team is taking on Calhoun at Calhoun. I believe, check it out on, I'm not sure if they're on Huddle or NHFS. But hopefully you can get out and support them, as they've done a great job this season. Schlicker is back to serve right now with a net serve. It looks as though Friday night the boys basketball team will be at Carrollton. And then coming back at you on Saturday again, girls basketball will be hosting Roxana at Bluffs at 11:30. All right, point JMS. So 12 serving 14. Back to serve right now is going to be Taylor Miller. Okay, are we doing substitution? Okay. All right, we have Haley Dunn coming in for Tegan Cantrell. Good serve there, but good reception also from the Cougars. We have Millie on the backside. We're going to do a free ball over. Ooh. Oh, shoot. That's all right. That's a hard one to avoid. Net violation. And this is Taylor Miller serving for JMS. Good reception from Bella Beer. Kinsley to Caroline, but it was on the outside of the antenna. So point JMS. And they have tied this third match at 14s. Miller back to serve. Beer to unable to get the ball back over. So 15-14. That's a reception from Bryn Evans. We're going Bryn Evans back to Millie. Kinsley Fryman in the middle there, so point West Central. Millie Maynard back to serve, tied at 15. All right, we have Rylan Blakeman coming in right now for JMS, and Millie Maynard is back to serve again. It is 16 serving 15. Game tied up at 16 right now. And Violet Brockhouse is back to serve. Going outside to Stice, and a net violation on the Cougars. 17-16. We do have a couple shout outs to some families watching from out of the state, out of the country. Make sure you're wearing your sunscreen. Going middle to Selby, and a net violation on the Cougars, 18-16. All right, it looks like we're taking a timeout to kind of group things back up, and we'll be right back. Violet Brockhouse is back to serve right now. JMS has 18, West Central 16. Make that 17. Collins Brown is going to be coming in to serve right now. She's done a great job back there today. Ooh, tape serve for an ace. Free ball over, Millie, Kinsley, Bella, shoot. We're going middle to Selby with Caroline there, and point JMS. Gentry Megason's coming in to serve, and we also have Marley Schlicker coming back in. Good reception from Millie. Going Bella Beer. She's done a great job. She always hits off the net, which she's doing a good job adjusting to that. Good reception from the back row. Caroline right into Marley for a point. All right, Nora Shaw. This is a good time to have Nora Shaw come back in. She can make some things happen. Good tape serve, but Stice is there. And reception error on the Cougars. Tegan Cantrell's coming in, which is a good time for them. They need her to be in there too. She's done a good job serving. Nora to Collins, to attempt from Nora again, but unable to get it over, so 21-19. Cantrell back to serve. Good hard serve for an ace. All right, 22-19. Good reception from Collins. Going deep free ball from Bella Beer. We're setting this up for Marley. Down ball and out of bounds. Just kind of hanging her head there quite a bit. You got this. All right, Kinsley Fryman back to serve. 20-22. Good serve. It's up and a tip over, but Kinsley and Bella are there. And a little shank action going on. Point JMS. You have Dyson coming back to serve, 23-20. And that's going to be an ace for Eliza Dyson. All right, we are, game at point, 25-20. Good reception from Collins. Kinsey Rose kind of shooting it across there. Oh, and a hitting error for JMS. So that's going to bring, let's see, who's going to be going back to serve? Bella Beer. And that brings Bryn Evans in the front row. This is game point. Ball is over. Nora Shaw's there. Kinsley Fryman, Bryn Evans. And that's a down ball from Millie. Kinsey Rose. Free ball. We're going Marley. Roll. And that's going to seal the game for JMS. They have won 26-24. West Central took 25-15, and then JMS just won the third match. So 7th grade Cougars with the victory and a loss for the 8th grade team. But we do wish them the best of luck as they have the tournament this weekend. Also, big shout out to our 7th graders tomorrow, and we hope you can get out and support them. However, if you are unable to do so, please follow along on WC Athletics on YouTube and give them all the good luck and healthy vibes that you can do that. We appreciate you listening, and thanks again. Have a good night.